Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new season of the iRacing or the Rolling Thunder iRacing series. I'm your producer, Tracy Brown. Each side of the virtual couch here, we've got Chris Norris on one side, and we've got Charles Oberg on the other. And we're getting ready right now to begin bringing you some racing here with the Street Stock Series. And again, once again, welcome in. Chris, Charles, how are you guys doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing good, Tracy. Charles, how about yourself?
Man, I'm excited, man. This is the street stock. A lot of guys cut their teeth in this league years ago, and I watched street stocks my whole life. So and they came out with bandoleros and all these stepping stages, but this right here is country backbones racing. So guys, hold on to your stockings or this is gonna be amazing.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and go through our starting grid. Starting first, we got Braxton DeWeese, Connor Popwell, Jordan Gonder, Landon Farmer in fourth, Xavier King and Austin Swinford, Brandon Kramer, Austin Williams, Bradley Byers, and Bailey Treat round out our top 10.
Yeah, Chris, I got John Robbins, 11th. 12th is Brandon Acree, maybe. And John Riddle takes P13 to round out your field tonight.
Absolutely. We're here at beautiful Las Vegas Motor Speedway to run the Bullring for 50 laps, and these guys will have no tires for 50 laps. They get one fast repair just in case they get into a little fender bender early, and if we need it, there'll be 3 green white checkers. Charles, what do you expect to see out of these drivers tonight?
Well, as a entry level class, I see a lot of guys driving up against each other's doors. A lot of heavy braking, brake checking. The Street Stock Series is meant to be a entry level series, so we're gonna see a lot of action. Anytime you get Street Stocks on the track, there's just so much action. These guys are gonna have to learn how to cut their skill right here. They're gonna have to learn how to drive. This is a learn as you go kind of series.
Yeah, we do have some very young drivers in the field tonight. Some of them just getting started, and it's like you said, it's a perfect series to do just that. This track, even though it's only 3.7 tenths of a mile, it does have some fairly long straightaways. So well-rounded corners, so it's not very hard to drive, you wouldn't think. But here we're getting ready to go green. The car and the 09 are neck and neck here, coming into turn 1, coming out of turn 2. The 8 car has a slight advantage, followed by the 09 and the 3.
Yeah, beautiful start right there, and the top 4 or 5 guys there get in line as quick as they can, because short track, you want to kind of dive to the bottom of the track in the corner, and you don't want to be held out on that top line right now. That top line is not going to rubber in at all, because everybody prefers to run that bottom line.
Yeah, exactly. You get hung up there on that outside, and you just falling back, losing position after position, which is not where you want to be. But it does take these guys a little bit of time to get settled in.
We got one around. We got one around in turn 2. I don't know. Is it caution out, or they're gonna keep? No, caution's out.
Yeah, caution's out. Yep. We'll see if we can't get a real quick playback on that single car spin.
Yeah, I want to believe it was a self spin. Just kind of sticking it in the corner a little too hard and getting on the gas a little too early. But we're gonna have to watch this again. Maybe somebody checked up in front of
So
him.
we see the 61 coming down. They just kind of.
Yeah.
I think he had a little bit of forward momentum going in there and might have got on the brakes a little bit too hard. You think, Charles?
Yeah, I think he sent it in there a little too hard, and everybody else was kind of checked up into the corner, and he had a full head of steam, and that's a 61 of a treat, and I'm sure he didn't want to start the race like that, but unfortunately, you're going to have that in this series, and all these guys are actually very impressed on how all these guys started this race, and it's been clean. 7 laps. You don't really get that much in the street stock division. It seems like everybody here is beating doors off of each other as the pace car dips in. Chris, take us to the green.
All right, they're getting climbed up 2 by 2, coming out of turn 1 toward the check flag, and the 8 is off and running. It's a really good jump there by Braxton, and he's comfortably out front, followed by the 9 once more, and then the 3. That first place spot there on the restart is just so important as we see another car around coming out of turn 4.
And I hate to say it as a broadcaster, but cautions breed cautions, and unfortunately, when one happens, the next one happens, and it's a bad deal for Kramer. I hate to see that happen so early in the race, but it looked like he got run over too. A lot of these guys are. That's hard to tell right there. Yeah, that's hard to tell right there. It looks like everybody else is kind of backing the corners up, and the guys in the back are coming through.
That could have been some negative happening there. It looked like instead of hitting him, it looked like he ran through him. It's so hard to tell sometimes with these incidents as to lay blame or fault. Sometimes it's very obvious, at other times it's really not. It can be hard to decipher sometimes. That's why these guys have a process that they go through for protests and whatnot and things of that nature. And as we see, they're getting lined back up by pairs, and coming out of turn 4, getting ready to go green, and the 8 car is off once more. This time the 9, he gets a really good jump, but he still can't get there to the 8, so he falls back in line in the 2nd, again followed by the 3 car of Swinford.
Chris, you're right. That 19 is getting a great jump on the outside, but short track racing, it's going to take a lot of power, and we got another caution. I don't know what that was for.
Looks like the 22. That's Brandon Acree. Not exactly. Let's see what caused this spin here. Turn.
That was all by himself.
Yeah, he just got rear tires broke traction, and he just went around. You got to know how much throttle you can get in and out of. Braking, you apply too much braking, you'll spin. You apply too much throttle, you'll spin. It really takes some practice and some experience to get to know when and what to do and where on the track to do it. As we get the line back up, lights are off, pace car ducks in, and coming into turn 3, coming up on turn 4, and a car jumps out to the quick lead, and the 19 is out there. I'll let
Yeah,
everybody
baby.
go.
Oh, another accident in the back. These guys are, they're trying their best to do everything they can, but we don't have a caution on that one.
Oh,
Um,
it's just that green. Okay.
yeah. So I think a lot of these guys are trying to prove themselves, and they don't really get where those break zones are right now. Being new to
Mm-hmm.
iRacing, being new to racing, it's really as we go three wide, mid pack, end pack. Uh, I don't know who that was that thought better of getting into that.
Yeah,
The
that's
29
the
actually made the best move right there of getting out of it, as we got the 17 and the 14 racing together, the 29 and the 19 looked in. There's a lot of exciting races, and in the street stock division, you're going to have a lot of chaos. This is not one of those races where you're going to watch and you're going to think it's just going to be straightforward. There's going to be a lot of chaos tonight. A lot of guys are
yeah.
are
This
cutting
this
their
is
teeth right now.
yeah. This is a great shot to the wide angle view where you can see the whole track because there's racing going on from first place back to 13th, and it's just exciting all over the track. Just excitement going on everywhere. Uh, but as we're looking right here, I believe DeWeese has jumped out to a pretty good lead here. As we see the three getting around the 019 car for second spot. That's Jordan Gonder moving in easily into second here.
Yeah.
But the 08 car is starting to pull out for a pretty lengthy lead here.
Yeah, Braxton Deweese, he's had control of this race from start to finish, and looks like he's just setting sail. Looks like he's having a Sunday drive. Everybody else is out and trying to figure it out. But if these guys don't get in a rhythm soon, he's going to keep sailing away.
Yeah. He's figured something out that he likes right now, be it whether the car is coming to him as far as handling, or the tracks come to him, or both. You see the 29 car down low making a pass for 8th spot.
And another
And we're
caution.
going to another caution. Right here at the halfway point, we see the 19 go around of
Yeah,
John Robbins.
and just like the street stock series you would expect. Did you see that car go around? Did you notice how much brake glow he had on that car? That's just going to tell you how hard these guys are getting in on the brakes to try to slow it down going into the corner. And I don't want to speak poorly on these guys, but that's just a clue as to a lot of other series. They get off the gas pedal. They let the car roll into the corner so they don't overwork their brakes too much. In the street stock series, these guys are going for it. They want it all. So they're gonna burn up their brakes pretty quick. And you could tell that by the brake glow on these cars.
Yes, sir, Charles. Sure can. Just a quick update. We still got Brandon Akery on pit road getting some repairs done. He's being scored 8 laps down. And
Yeah, I got the same score, but we're going back to green. But Chris, pay attention to the three on the outside on this restart. Go ahead and take us to it.
here we are midway, coming out of turn 4, and A car jumps out once again. Looks like he's going to hold on to that first place spot, but here comes the 019 Popwell, giving Jordan Gonder all he can handle right now for second spot as they're coming out of turn 4 back to the flag, side by side, door to door.
And we got another yellow.
And we're under caution once more. Let's see if we can get back, see what happened here. Not showing anything. Okay. Our race director says he's not showing anything for the caution, so not really sure what happened there.
Yeah, it could have been a race
Certainly
control
don't.
call, or something that wasn't registered. Maybe just somebody up against the wall or something that didn't get going. Uh, you know, uh, these series they call cautions based on you know obstruction on the track. So if somebody slowed down a little too much and didn't get it going, iRacing is going to throw a caution for that. So sometimes you can never tell if it's not a racing incident where there's two guys involved and somebody's spinning. It's kind of hard to tell. It's really hard to keep up with on the broadcasters' side of the deal there.
Yes, sir, it is. You see Bailey Treat coming out of pit road, finished up with a service here. Looks
Yeah,
like
we
we're going
got quite a
to
few
line
pit
back up.
stops there.
Yeah, we're going to line back up again. But I certainly didn't see anything wrong with the restart there, so I don't think there was a problem with the restart.
No, I thought it was a great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great restart, and I think we're showing number 8 as number 3. So on our screen we're seeing 8, and on his paint scheme we're seeing 3. So, Chris, tell us what you're seeing.
Well, we're lined back up again. Pace cars off, and 8's jumped out again. It's time to 3 and the 19, right back where we started before the caution, door to door. It's some action coming on. We got a little bit of disconnect there from the 26, and this is not going to be good. 84.
Oh, the 84 saves it. The 84 saves it as they went 3 wide. Yeah. He got kind of sandwiched and bounced around in there, but he saves it, keeps it straight. What amazing action in the street stocks we have tonight.
Yeah, we see the 61 coming up in there and kind of forcing the issue a little bit. Not too much, but just enough. He lost a little bit of momentum, had to fall back in line behind the 17. But yeah, that was a beautiful save by the 84 there, because I think there was some internet issues going on there as well.
Oh, it was the 71 and the 51, 61 and 17 kind of get into it as they were trying to, gather it back up again.
Yeah, those guys are passing notes in class right there. But
let's talk about our biggest mover of the race is Austin Williams, man. He's up 3 spots from where he started. He's our biggest mover of the race, and good for him. He seems to be just trying to hit his marks and running a clean race. Good for him to come up 3 spots. Our biggest fall of the race is Xavier King. Unfortunately, he fell back 3 spots, but we got 9 laps to go. Anything can happen in the street stock division.
Yeah, we got the 3 back under the 019 again for second. So they come off of turn 4. Looks like I thought the 3 had it. Maybe we'll get this settled coming out of turn 2. Yep. Okay.
I'm sorry, Tracy. What was that?
The 16 of John Riddle.
Yeah, we got another caution with the 16 going sideways.
It got loose. Doesn't look to be minimal contact there with the inside retaining wall, but that's unfortunate. And we got 7 laps to go, so these guys have been chewing on these tires now for 43 laps. So they might be getting some of these guys, pushing them in there, getting them a little too hot. It just gets away from them sometimes.
Yeah, no, coming down to these last few laps, I'm going to tell you what, these guys have pretty much used up all their tires. The guys that have been on this league or racing sim, I guarantee you they've saved something. Guys that aren't used to saving, I guarantee that they're going to be driving that car as hard as they can.
Yeah.
Soaring at the steering wheel. But what a great run from the three. He's been stuck outside. It's scored the eighth, but number three on the screen there. He's been doing a great job. Gardner, man, I give him props because he's had to start on the outside every lap and just stayed up front. The 019 Popwell, he's giving them a run for the money. So there's an exciting finish we're going to have here with roughly maybe 4 laps to go coming to the green, maybe 3 laps to go coming to the green.
We might have 7 more cautions in them 4 laps. You never know. But,
no, you don't. You're absolutely right,
yeah,
Chris.
They're getting lined back up again, Charles. Going to go green, hopefully, for the last time tonight as they approach turn 3. As they make that left-hand turn towards the green flag coming out of 4, and the 8 is off. The 3 gets a pretty good jump on the outside there. There's that 019 right back under, the 8 of Jordan under the 3. That 019's right back under him. We've seen this before. Let's see how it plays out this time.
What a great move by the 15, sticking it in there under the 26. He took that spot away, and we have another caution. This is going to turn out. I believe you said there's 1 green-white checkered to the end of this.
There's 3. Yeah.
There's 3. Oh God, we're going to have some cutthroat racing here to end this race. This is going to be absolutely amazing. Guys, stay tuned to this. This is insane. Street stocks, overtime. Let's go.
At the Bullring in Las Vegas on a very nice night. And here's what brought out our caution. See if we can see. There's fires just getting around, probably, getting in there a little bit too heavy and then getting on that brake too soon and heating up those pads like you were talking about.
We'll go back to that replay one more time. I think it was, just a matter of thinking, maybe their spotter wasn't, take us back through this. I think the 17 thought he was clear. I don't think it was, an intention. He was running his line. He was doing what he had to do. And I don't believe, he thought he was clear the whole time. So he thought he had that lane. Unfortunately, spun him out, and that takes him to the back of the pack. As the lights are off on the pace car, it dips in. And Chris, take us to the green.
That was a good eye on that, Charles. As I totally missed it, but here we come out of turn 4, our first attempt at the green-white checkered. The 8 car launches, the 019 on the outside trying to hang tight with him. The 3 car taking a peek. Now we've got the, we have a spin back there.
It stays green. Still green.
15. So no matter what happens from here, boys, we're going to have a winner here in a minute.
Final lap is coming up as the 26 and the 15 get into it.
Yeah, the 15 hanging tight on that outside. Here comes the 19.
The 019 wants the lead. Oh my God, guys! And the 3 sticks in there. The 3 sticks in there as hard as he could. Guys, we have a checkered flag, and I gotta tell you, I don't even know who won. That was absolutely insane coming to the checkered flag. What action we had on the track.
I'm showing scoring-wise, Braxton DeWeese just barely over Connor Popwell.
I have a 0.02 margin of victory on that race right there. They came across that line. Look, Tracy, I know you got your hands full up there. Can we get a shot at the finish line? How actually close that was? Can we get a pause, like somewhere close?
I'll tell you what,
Yeah,
it doesn't get any closer. That's two
no, that is
thousandths of a second.
insane.
2 thousandths of a second between the top two cars.
What an amazing
Yeah,
finish. Regardless, look at this. Look at this. As the finish line is right here. Oh my God! It's a nose. It's a nose panel. I mean,
I,
it's
I, I think if there's a grasshopper stuck on the front of that 019 car, he wins. That's
absolutely.
just
We
how
got a
close it
Ford.
is.
We got a Ford and a Chevy. So, the Ford front end and the Chevy front end. I think the Ford's just a little more pointy and gave him the win. Luis, what an amazing win to fight off the 019 Popowell. And, I'm going to say the number 3 that we saw on the broadcast, Gardner, he was there all night, man. Those guys ran an amazing race. And Austin Williams, I up 4 spots and right in the mix. Amazing, absolutely amazing race.
Treat was also up to four spots to
Yeah.
6. So, guys, we're going to take a quick break and get some ducks in a row, and we'll be right back with you.
Eastern Technical Design Incorporated provides design and drafting services for commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Services include architectural renderings, preliminary plan design, as well as final construction drawings. These drawings include all the necessary structural, building, plumbing, and mechanical electrical plans as required to produce and deliver a finished building and/or structure. This company is proudly owned by LFRL's Tracy Brown. Eastern Technical Design. Contact them today at 252-245-1599 or email them at easterntechnicaldesign@gmail.com. Commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Eastern Technical Design is the perfect plan for your building needs.
And
All
welcome back
right.
here, race fans. This is Tracy Brown, your producer, saying welcome you back here. We got our podium finishers lined up and ready to do some interviews here. We got our third place finisher. I'm showing the number 8. He's painted number 3, Jordan Gonder. How you doing tonight, Jordan?
Pretty good after that good run.
Well, good, good. This was our, as the broadcast team and the producer team goes, this is our first night here with you guys. Um, can you just give me some idea about your, I guess, how much experience you have in iRacing? Are you new to it? Have you been doing it a while or anything like that?
This is actually going on about a year and a half of the iRacing side of things. I've raced in reality for 8 years now, going on
Oh, okay.
9, but kind of new
Okay.
to the iRacing thing. Enjoying it for sure.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, you were all in our camera views tonight. You were making some really good moves there. But I mean, overall, how did it kind of summarize your race tonight? How did you feel like it went for you from start to finish?
Well, the Bullring's a really tough track. It's tight. It's hard on the right front tire and the right rear. So I was just focusing on keeping the right front cool and not slipping the right rear a bunch. And then, Connor Popwell and who else ran first? Sorry about that. Braxton DeWeese, they ran really strong, especially Braxton. He was fast all night. I don't think anybody really had anything for him until the end. Without that late red, probably not. But all in all, it was a pretty good race. Everybody raced clean. I just tried to be respectful with everybody else and just run as smart as I could.
Yeah, well, I got to give you credit. You guys put on one heck of a show tonight. I mean, it was very exciting. Unfortunately, I did want to let everyone know who is watching here tonight or who will be. The Bullring, from a producer standpoint, isn't known for its wonderful camera angles. So I either get a close-up shot of everyone or a shot so far away you can't even tell the number on the side of it. So I do apologize, but I can tell you this much: the number 3 was showing up. We have you scored as a number 8, Jordan. But anyway, congratulations on your third place finish. Do you have anyone you'd like to thank tonight?
Uh, Dalton Connor for giving me some pretty slick schemes. He makes really nice schemes, so I can't thank him for that, and he does them for free, so hard to beat that. Uh, Cody and the Rolling Thunder League. Thank you guys for doing this. It's always a blast during the off season, so look forward to many more races, and thank you guys for doing the broadcast as well. You guys did an excellent job tonight.
Well, thank you very much, Jordan. Y'all did a wonderful job driving as well. So when you do that, it makes our job easy. Congratulations again on your third place finish. Can't wait to see you again next week. So I think I've got my buddy Charles Oberg, maybe somewhere down in the pits. Charles, you got a copy? Or you standing by with our second place finisher?
Yeah, Tracy, I caught up with Connor Popwell, and he finished second, and he was in the race all night, just battling out in the top 3. And uh, Connor, man, you pull off a podium in the street stocks where a lot of guys are. I hate to say inexperienced, but this is kind of a beginner league. Like, how are you feeling tonight? What was your approach to this race, knowing that this is the street stocks? It's gonna be must have you tell us how you felt there, buddy.
It was different. I've never ran the Bullring before, and I jumped in like 8 minutes before the race started. So I was watching the Nashville Fairgrounds race that's going on right now. I don't know about the Discord. For me, my computer kept cutting in and out for some odd reason. I don't usually run Discord with iRacing, so I don't know if that was it. But no, congratulations to Jordan and Braxton. They ran really well.
Well, I gotta tell you, man, you did too, dude. You gotta give yourself some slack. The number 3 kind of was on the outside all night, and you had the inside line. So those battles looked really good all night long. You guys gave it all you had, and really good product, and it's a street stock, so it's going to be chaotic. You know that. Connor, you know, who do you have to thank for this? This is your time to shine, and give your sponsors or anybody that's backing you. Yeah, I give you the mic, man. Let us know.
Yeah, just you all and Cody. Cody wanted me to join this thing, and I have fun doing stuff with him on the off season. So I was like, why not? Let's run it, and seemed like some pretty good competition in here. So I'll be back.
Absolutely, man, and a pleasure meeting you tonight. The 019, uh, Connor Popwell, man, you'll stick in my head of one of the best street stock races I've watched this year. But I'm gonna go down to my good buddy Chris. Chris Norris, you've been hanging out with the winner, I guess. This is what I hear. You chased down our winner. Is that right? Chris Norris, you have a copy?
Apologize. Yeah, I got Braxton DeWeese here, our race winner. Braxton, how are you doing this evening, sir?
Pretty good. Just happy to be talking to you on Victory Lane.
Tell me about it, man. Looked like a bit of a tough race there. We had quite a few cautions. You looked like you were firing off really well on those restarts. Just kind of walk us through your race a little bit tonight.
Yeah, keeping that clean air was definitely my number one goal. If we're starting there, definitely didn't want to lose any spots and have to try to worry about passing anybody. Them restarts were definitely key there. The green came out within the restart zone, so I didn't really have much room to play with within the restart zone to go. I just had to make sure I was on it no matter what. I mean, you didn't really have to worry about tire spin. Just kind of hammer it and then just shift it into fourth and then make sure you just get through 1 and 2 and just try to drive away as much as you can. When we got them runs there, it definitely went to my favor a little bit. I felt like I could keep the pace up and keep the rhythm up in the line that I was running pretty well and just pull away a little bit. But yeah, man, I thought we were going to lose that one there for a second, but just glad to be able to lead all laps, come on the winner.
Braxton, I'm gonna tell you, man, your car looked good all night long. The line you were running, man, you looked smooth, you looked comfortable. You didn't look like you were fighting the car too much. And these street stocks can be a handful. Do you have any idea how close this race was at the finish?
I think I saw a picture in one of the group chats that I'm in, and it was looked like a bumper. So I knew that it was going to be close. I knew in 3 and 4 when he threw it in there, bumped me up. I was like, oh boy, I was just making sure I tried to stay in front, and it was really just about powering off the corner, and I was able to get just a teeny bit of a run, I guess you could say, keep the momentum up, and just beat him by a bumper.
Yeah, you were less than a bumper. You were 2/1000ths of a second.
Yep.
It doesn't get any closer, man.
No, you can't get much closer than that. I mean, you can go one 1/1000th of a second, but I mean, we're talking about just little bits. I mean, that'd be one of the closest finishes in probably short track history. I mean, it's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, it's like my colleague Charles was talking about. You probably won because you were driving a Ford instead of a Chevrolet, because the nose sticks out a little bit further on the Ford just by a hair. But
yeah, buddy.
But Braxton, congratulations to you on that first place finish, and I'm gonna turn you loose with it for a minute and let you thank whoever you want to thank, say whatever you want to say, buddy.
Yeah, appreciate it. Definitely big shout out to Interstate Ford on the car. Happy with how it looks. We might get a couple different paint schemes with a couple different sponsors throughout this year since we're going to be running some different cars. But big shout out to Happy Karaoke, 3 Dips Ice Cream Shop, Steak Time, Allen's Arts Images, Dewey's Renovations, Elevated TV, Paid Leave, Wooden Nickel Band, Short Track Report, Scrum and Tires Media, Evan Pineda Designs, and Our Peace over there in Winchester, Indiana, for helping sponsor the Midwest Thunder Roadster Series. I made my first two starts ever in real life in the Roadsters this past year at Winchester, and it all came from racing on the computer to be able to get the opportunity to do so. I mean, if you see my race car on Facebook or anything, all them sponsors on there are pretty much because of racing on iRacing and building relationships and sponsors through the broadcast like this and my live stream. So, it definitely pays to do well, to shout out the sponsors and show the car off like we did tonight. So I'm glad to be able to show all them off that support me not only on the sim but in real life. And it's a pretty cool journey that we've been on here, and I'm just looking forward to next year and seeing if we can contend for a win or not.
All right, Braxton. Well, you certainly got off to a good start tonight. Congratulations to you once again. Charles, Tracy, can't say enough about this race. I want to give a big shout out to Braxton DeWeese, Jordan Gonder, and Connor Popwell in top three, as well as the rest of the field. And gentlemen, what a race tonight. Finish of 2/1000ths of a second at the start finish line for the check.
Yeah, it was definitely a close finish there.
Yeah, I definitely don't know what else you can say on that.
Yeah, I would just I apologize for not going through the top finishers here at the end of the race. I know you guys were kind of going down it verbally, but I figured throw up a graphic here to kind of give our viewers an idea of where everyone finished. We got Braxton DeWeese again in the 08 finish at first. Connor Popplewell in the 019 finishes second. Jordan Gonder in what we are showing as the 8, but he actually had his car painted up as number 3, so we need to work on that. The 15 of Austin Williams ended up finishing in 4th. Landon Farmer, I understand he's had some difficulties this past week, but glad to see he was able to race tonight and brought home a top 5 finish. That's very good. In 6th spot, we got the 61 of Bradley Threet. In seventh position, we got a 29 of Austin Swinford. And then we have Brandon Cranmer into 14, coming in 8th. Bradley Byers into 17, finished 9th. John Robbins, I've heard that name before. I think it's probably because I've had a little bit of association with Cody Demers. At least the last name sounds familiar anyway. So congratulations, John, on a top 10 finish. Comes home in 10th position. And then we kind of wrap up the field here with the 11th position being the 16 of John Riddle. And then in 12th position, we had 84 of Xavier King, who made one hell of a save tonight. I don't even know how he did that. Got about sideways, maybe even pointed backwards, and straightened her out and continued right on running. Only finished one lap down. Great run for him tonight. The 13th, or finishing in 13th, was 22 of Brandon McCree. I think he had a couple of misfortunes there tonight. Not sure that all of them were on him. I think he might have been a victim of circumstance a time or two. And wrapping up our field in 14th is the number 1 of Race Control 1. Had an excellent night tonight, only 56 laps down. So, with that being said,
Yeah.
Charles, want to throw it to you real quick there, buddy. What was your overall take of the race tonight?
Oh, Tracy, I really appreciate Rolling Thunder Racing Series to open up an invitation to say, hey, come along and call a race. I'm a short track guy from the Northeast, so watching street stock racing is what I grew up with, and that's where my heart is, man. You got a bunch of guys that want to race and trade paint all night. This is the series to do so, and I guarantee you that for the rest of this series, all these guys are going to trade paint, and it's going to lead to some amazing action. So I really want to thank Rolling Thunder Racing Series to invite invite me over. Tracy, always a pleasure working with you. The broadcast is amazing. You do an amazing job. My buddy Chris Norris, it's always a pleasure talking to you too, man. You did a great job tonight, and I hope everybody on the YouTube side enjoyed the broadcast.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I didn't mean to step on you there, Chris. I'm going to throw it right back to you to kind of take us out in the night. But personally, I did have one comment. Man, a 50-lap race in the street stocks. Boy, the laps went by fast. And, you kind of felt that urgency level creeping up really soon time-wise as far as the race get started, from time the race started and everything. Did you feel the same way?
Yeah, as we approached halfway, you could tell there was a bit of more urgency amongst the drivers. But you got to hand it to those top guys. They didn't panic. They didn't freak out. They kept running their line. They didn't overdrive their vehicle. So they done a really good job up front maintaining. And like I said, I can't say enough about that finish. But just want to say I enjoyed it here with you guys tonight. Rolling Thunder, thank you guys for having us. Cody, appreciate it very much so. It was an honor to call the race tonight for you guys. And I guess in closing, we'll just say good night from the Bullring in Las Vegas.
Yes, Chris.
Yes,
sorry
sir.
about that. I was going to let you send it out, man. I don't know. Do you have any last comments, Charles? Are you good?
No, I think Chris, sums it up. Is
Okay.
short track racing, street stock racing, man. You guys haven't seen it all yet. Stay tuned to this series. There's going to be a lot of action coming up, guys. Definitely tune in week in and week out. I know this season's going to run a couple weeks here, but short track racing at its best. Street stocks, guys, go get it.
Exactly right. And before we sign off, I'd just like to remind you we're watching and streaming here on Elevated TV. Catch us here every Saturday night for the next few weeks. At 8:45, we'll be dropping the green flags like they do all summer long across I'm assuming across the United States. I know they do in the Southeast. And I also would like to thank CRN, the Community Racing Network. Our buddy Wesley Outland wasn't able to make it tonight, and I want to give a big shout out. Charles Oberg, Chris Norris, thank you guys so very much for helping me out. It makes my life a lot easier when all I have to do is click buttons. You guys did a wonderful job. I enjoyed the race tonight. And again, viewers, this is it. I'm signing us off for Charles Oberg and Chris Norris, saying good night, and thanks again, everyone. We'll see you next week.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of Elevated Broadcasting. Elevated TV would like to thank all of our fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.